So that is the team page. Once again, divided into 6 different categories. When you have the chance, I'd recommend going through the full match tab and looking at the match report. As I said, there are many tabs in here that I did not cover. It would take quite a while to do that. But let me just go back here and move on to the player page. So coaches, administrators, managers, or whoever you would want to access this page would be able to. No players would be able to access this page unless you would want them to. But for the most part, it's a coaches and managers, administrator type page. So we're going to be going to the player page now. So players who work with our platform, when they log in, we'll click Joshua over here. So click Joshua. When they log in, this is what they see. So this is their player page here. So we have a pass radar in the top right corner. We see that Josh played 15 matches, so he didn't play all 20 matches, but he played 15 matches, 943 minutes, he scored 12 goals, he got 1 red card, and he has a plus minus of plus 19. And here we have his averages throughout the 15 matches. So 1.26 key passes, 0.8 goals, 4.86 shots, 0.26 crosses, 4.8 dribbles, 4.26 challenges, which 40% of those were successful, and 14.53 passes, and 69% were successful. If we scroll down a little bit here, we have the overview tab, the similar feature that we have on the team page. So in the 15 matches that Joshua played, he played 9 games at left center forward, 1 game at center forward, and 8 games at right center forward here. So you're able to view exactly where the player played throughout the matches. Let's say a player started off in one position and ended in another position. We would show that here in this tab. In the positions tab. On the right side here we have the action map and the heat map. So it looks like Josh had a lot of different passes across the board here, tackles, dribbles, and all of his different actions. Here are his shots and then his heat map. So it's pretty clear that Josh was an attacking player, which we could see on his positions over here on the left side, which is reflected in his heat map. So similar to the team page, we have overview, full matches, and episode search. We don't offer dynamics, team stats, or squad information because it's not relevant to the player. So going to the full matches tab, same deal. The players are able to view and download the matches by clicking the play symbol. But what differs from the player page is, rather than the match report, players have a player report. So we'll open that same match, North Toronto versus Markham. We'll click the play report. So the play report shows all the different actions that the player engaged in throughout the match. So we could see here that green is successful actions and red are unsuccessful. Maybe in the 45th minute he was not on the field, which is why he didn't have any actions, or maybe he simply just didn't get involved. He was a little bit tired, whatever the case may be. On the left side here we have all of our 60 different metrics. Passes, assists, pass the penalty box, all of the different metrics here, and every number here is clickable, similar to the match report. So we could see here that Josh in the match had 2 key passes, attempted 2 passes, and both of them were successful, which is why it's 100%. One was in the first half and one was in the second half, and you are able to actually view the action like the match report by clicking the number here. Same thing for all the different metrics. If you don't see any metrics being shown, or sorry, there's no number being shown, it's because the player didn't engage in that action. So shots blocked, there's nothing there, it's because he didn't have any shots blocked in the match. Looking on the right hand side, we have the total actions, which is broken down into the first half, second half, and the entire game. Same thing for direction of passes, first half, second half, and for the entire match. Green arrows are successful passes, which you're able to click, and red arrows are unsuccessful passes, which you're also able to click. Scrolling down here, we have the same thing for challenges and the general direction of the passes. A little bit further down here, the final part of the play report is who the player gave the ball to and received the ball from. So we could see here that Quinton, for example, Joshua gave the ball to Quinton one time, which we could watch by clicking the number, and he received the ball from Quinton 3 times. So that is the play report. In the final tab on the player page, once again, players have 3 tabs: overview, full matches, and episode search. The final tab is the episode search, so similar to the team page, players are able to view the different actions that they did this time throughout the matches. So Josh had 15 matches. If I were to click on key passes, I would be able to watch all the different key passes that Josh had throughout those 15 matches. So Josh had 19 different key passes. So like I said before, this is very good for players to evaluate their game. If they feel like they're struggling with crosses or whatever it is, they could click on that category and watch all the clips that they have of themselves doing that action. And that is the player page.